creative hairstyle for a creative topic. Hi everyone, I'm Robyn, the Copy Bitch. This is Stewie, my sidekick sloth, and today we are going to talk about copywriter business card ideas. Now that is a mouthful, right? So the big question, do you need business cards if you are a freelance copywriter? And the answer is, like so many things in life, it depends. It depends pretty much on where you're at with your business. If you are just starting out, you've just put out your shingle, you just launched your website, you just yelled to the world, hey, I'm a freelance copywriter, you're probably going to need business cards because you're probably going to be doing more networking in your early days. You will be going to Meetup groups and B&I groups, that stands for Business Networking International. Definitely worth checking out. They are everywhere, thus the name International. And when you're meeting people, you're going to want to hand them a business card. And your question is, what should you have on your business card? How do you make it creative? How do you stand out? Well, kids, I'm going to share my business card with you. Now, first of all, I want to point out that I have not given out a business card since 2016. Spring 2016. The cherry blossoms were in bloom. No, seriously, it was 2016. That's the last time, which is just about 5 years. Actually, it's, pretty much 5 years. I actually did the math for that. So, and that was pre-COVID, but that was the last time I handed out a business card because you know what? I do most of my business online and referrals and people come in through my website. I have actually work with several clients. I've never met them, like Zoom maybe, but I've actually never met in person. And that's quite common in this world where everyone's working remote. But like I said, in the beginning, you probably will be getting out there and handing out your business cards, or maybe you're just so excited to have your own business, you want business cards because you'll feel more official. I get it, I was there. So let's talk about what you should have on your business card. The best way I can show you is through an example. I'm going to show you mine, so get ready for a scene change. All right, we have a plush sloth looking at the business cards. Okay, so I use Moo for my business cards. I did a new set of business cards sometime a few years ago when I was redoing my website and I wanted the look and feel to kind of match my new website. So I discovered moo.com. Highly recommend you check it out. And it's more than just a business card company. They have so much fun stuff and their marketing. Seriously, their marketing is so much fun. Let me open the box for you. This is like one of those videos where they open things, etc. Square business cards, build some buzz. That was a decision I decided to make to go with something square instead of that normal rectangular kind. And just their you can just see their copy. I highly recommend that you check out moo.com. And also anytime you come across a company that's just really fun, clever, witty with their copy, whether it's on their website or on their product packaging or their email newsletters, these guys do a great job. I subscribe to their email newsletter and I always smile every time I see the subject line, even if it's something I have absolutely no interest in buying. It's just something that, it makes me smile. They're very clever. Occasionally I'll click to just see what it's about. So you can see that they just have this really cool brand and it's very consistent everywhere, even down to their registered trademark. Thank you, legal folk. Just fun. Anyway, so moo.com, there are many, many options for business cards out there. I mean, let your fingers do the walking in Google and you'll find all the stuff that you need. But anyway, my business card. So I did go with the square instead of the typical traditional rectangle. And some might argue that is it going to fit in someone's, I don't know. Do people even use Rolodexes anymore? I don't even know how that works. So whatever. I did cross out my phone number just so, for, obvious reasons. If you want to look hard enough, I'm sure you can find my phone number, but we don't need to advertise it on the YouTube. So as you can see, the front is just very, very simple. It just has the basics, my name, what I am, my email address, my phone number, my URL. Word of note, my business name is Robbins Productions. And I will do a video in the future that discusses how not to name your business, using my business as a perfect example. So this has been with me since 2002 when I launched, and my URL, as you can see, is etrobbins.com. But when my web guy and I redid my website a few years ago, we made a very deliberate decision to make more of the focus about my name rather than my business name, even though it's still there. So they kind of made this logo so it's more about my business name rather than, about my real name rather than my business name. But we still have to have the business name in there just so it matches the URL. Anyway, you do you. I'm starting to get off track here. So that's the front. Very traditional, very basic, but then big reveal. Dun, dun, dun. Here's the back where I get a little more playful and show my personality. What's your company story? Psst, I'll help you tell it. And that is something that I do. I love working with brands and helping them really figure out what their story is and how to convey it to their audience in an interesting way. And that's not just an about page section. That's the whole website, the whole experience, because we live in a storytelling environment, even more so thanks to the digital landscape that we all live in with social media and streaming devices and everything like that. We love stories. Stories sell. People remember stories. So I really kind of wanted to convey that that's something I bring to the table and it's something I love to do. And you know what? If someone gets this business card, at a networking event, they, look at that and then they flip it over, they're like, okay, what does that mean? That's kind of interesting. It can be something that sparks a conversation, or if you're dealing with someone who gets brand storytelling, they're like, oh, wow, okay, this is something you really do and specialize in. Great. I want to talk to you more. Just something a little bit different. And I still keep a lot of white space here, so it just focuses on that. And this is the thing, this is your playground right here. This is where you can have fun. The back of a business card has a lot of real estate. And I don't recommend putting Twitter handles or Facebook handles or anything social media unless you have a really wild, impressive online presence. And the reason why is because, first of all, no one can click. It's a business card. But this real estate really is an opportunity to showcase you. So why, everyone has Facebook and Twitter. You don't have to promote that. You can put that on your website. Here is a small spot where you can just surprise people. And when you're meeting people in networking events, that's the thing. You're meeting a lot of different people, but if someone takes your, business card and they flip it over and they're like, okay, wow, that's kind of interesting. Whatever it is that you put here. You could have a funny picture. You could have a little quiz. You could have, sky's the limit, think of something clever and fun and have fun. So that would be my recommendation for your business card, because you are a writer and you want to showcase your writing skills and also your creativity, because writing is not just writing these days. You have to be really creative and show that you can think strategically, but also have a sense of humor and be fun and down to earth. Well, that's what I would look for if I were looking for a writer. So maybe you want to present a different thing, and that's fine. This is the place to do it. So again, that's my example of my little square business card. And once again, I used moo.com. And for the record, they are not paying me to say this. This is not an advertisement. This is just who I use because I thought it was fun and very easy to do. So there you have it. And we're back. Hopefully my business card gave you ideas for your business card. At the most basic, you will want to have your name, your phone number, your email address, your website URL. Have that on the front. But then on the back, consider that your playground. That's the place to let your personality shine. And remember, we are in a very creative business. Even for serious businesses or serious topics, we still need to get creative with our copy. So a great way to demonstrate that is on the back of your business card. It quickly demonstrates to someone who's been handed that business card that you are a special copywriter. So there you go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you just move along. Once again, I am Robyn, the Copy Bitch. This is Stewie, my sidekick sloth, and we will see you next time. Bye!